Welcome to Teachable Moments. One, two, three, release it. How y'all doing today? Oh my gosh, may the glory of God be with us all today. And the Spirit had laid on me the weight. Don't let that weight toss you out of position. Don't let the weight toss you out of position. We are coming from the book of James, and this is the King James. This is sorry guys. This is the King King James 1 verse 6. But let him act in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wave is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. James is reminding us that is warning us waiting becomes dangerous when faith is not nurtured. He's warning us the waiting becomes dangerous when the faith is not nurtured. How does the faith become dangerous when it's not nurtured? So I want us to understand the confidence, the beliefs, and how I nurture the faith are the works of faith while I am waiting. And it is that trying of faith that produce patience. I must understand that faith is the test, and the test is the patient, and the patient is the stability, and the stability is standing in position. Am I standing with God? Is my faith standing with God? Or when things get rocky, I take my eye off of God and I go where I'm influenced, and I go where I am comfortable, and I go where it's easy. Or I'm going to stand in faith that even though I may not know what tomorrow brings, that I'm still going to trust God, and I'm still going to stand in my position with him, because I know that my faith in him is going to allow things to open up. It's going to allow him to see how obedient I am and how consistent that I am, that though it may be painful, I'm still going to trust you. Though it may hurt, I'm still going to stand by you. Though it's uncomfortable, I'm still going to stand by you. See, many of us are going in there with our own tactics and our own control, and we want to control the outcome. We want to do things, and we want to merge into other situations and other things and reap the outcome, because why? Waiting on God at times is too long. Some of us been waiting for too long that we feel as though that God is not working, even though nothing is moving. We feel that, just like it says in James 1:3, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work patient. The trying of your faith work patient. Faith without works is dead. That I'm going to go back to again, the confidence. How confident are you going to be when everything around you seems like it's falling out of control? That what that person may have said or what that person may have done, how confident are you going to put your trust into God? Or you going to trust more in yourself and retaliate and merge into their lane and have control to get your own outcome? The belief system. What belief system are you putting in? What beliefs value? How are you showing up? What are you believing? What are you believing God can do in your life? How are you believing how God can show up in your life? How are you believing how you can stand with God in your life? Because God don't hold back. We hold back. How are you believing? What belief value do you have? Is it enough that though I'm at the edge, I'm still going to be humble enough to know that the Lord is going to carry me through. Just like how he departed the Red Sea. Just like how God can depart many things in our life. This is how God can let you be at peace with many areas in your life that may be gray. Many areas in your life that may cause you to panic. Many areas in your life that may be stressful. Many things inside of your life that may cause you to doubt who you are, when God said, where is your faith? Don't you not trust that I am that I am? It's impossible to please him. Just like Hebrews 11:6, it's impossible to please him. For he that come must know that he is such a rewarder that diligently seek him. And I must understand how I nurture the faith works of the faith while I'm waiting, and that it is the trying of the faith that push the patient. See, nothing without pressure. Nothing without pressure. Everything, something always happens when it's under pressure. When you under pressure, sometimes many of us we can do things right. We may not like it, but it allow us to get up. It allow us to keep going. That's what God said. You get up and keep going. Are you being consistent in God? Are you being consistent in His word? Or you going to keep doing the things your way? Just like James 1:12 said, blessed is the man that endured temptation. Whoop, release it. Whoop, not today. Whoop, you won't have it. Whoop, ha, whoop, ha, whoop, ha, don't matter. Ha, whoop, ha, 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 bang, ha. What? What? You gotta even though we may not see it happening, does not mean that God is not allowing it to happen for us. See, that's all about releasing it and saying that, Lord, I'm trusting you in this area where I feel shaky, but I'm standing with you. There's a difference in saying I feel shaky and then you going out doing things your own way. But no, really standing in it while you're shaking. I'm shaking in it, but I'm trusting him. I'm scared, maybe scared in it, but I'm trusting you, Lord. It is the Lord Father God is saying, bring it all to him. He knows that we're human. He knows that there gonna be things that test us, that gonna trials and tests will test your faith. But it's what? When I can look up and I know that my Lord is right there in place. He won't allow me to fall. And even if I may go down, we must understand that the Lord Father God is always going to be around. It's always about looking up to him and allow him to come into our space. Allow him to come in to reconnect any disconnection that we may have. And we must understand that what we're pouring in our faith, what we're pouring in the faith, it makes such a huge difference. See, the weight doesn't remove the faith, but the wavering removes the stability on how your attention is to God, how you hear from God, and how you sit patiently with God. When that wavers, meaning that someone said something or did something, or you may be frustrated or stressed, it's right at that edge is how it moves the stability, because I must understand that my faith in God would allow me to handle that pressure. My faith in God will allow me to handle that pressure. That though it may be uncomfortable, though it may hurt, though it's painful, and though at times it might be frightening, but once I can look up, that's why the Lord said, trust in the Lord, lean not onto your own understanding, but what? In all ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. It's at that sudden instant, or when we facing turbulence and we're facing many areas in our life that are strong, and it feels like it's becoming rapid, and it feels like, oh my God, the speed of it, this is when you gotta release it, release it, release it. Say, Lord, take it. Tag your it. That's what the Lord is saying, that God knows how we can become as when we're in our flesh, when we operate in our flesh, and how the ego responds at times. We want to control the narrative. We want to control the situation in so many areas in our life. And then when the outcome comes, many of us is sitting like puzzled, like, where did all this come from? Wow. See, that's when, towards the end, I'm going to break down faith to you guys, and I want y'all to get y'all paper and pens, okay? Because you got to understand that you will know them by their fruit. What you pouring in is what going to spill out. What you pour in is gonna be what you what you pour in is what is gonna come out. So if I'm someone that, Lord, I don't know how I am going to get through, and I don't know how I'm able to show up each and every single day, and the weight that I carry and the things that I wrestle with inside of my mind. It seems that, Lord Father God, just myself, it's just never enough. I'm just like not the whole thing enough. And I feel that there are some things that I'm still carrying, Lord Father God, that comes up in my faith. And there's some experiences that I'm experiencing right now, Lord, that comes up in my faith. And when it comes up, there's something that triggers inside of me, oh Lord Father God, that when the wind come, or when that storm come, I notice that I can drift. And I notice that sometimes I just go with that flow, and I just wave, and I just allow it to just go, Lord. Because sometimes it just feels better just to be floating than to stand still in that faith. Because standing still in that faith is going to require me to up eat up everything that I am facing. Is going to hit me head on with everything that I'm facing. It's going to allow me to hear everything that what I'm facing. Is going to allow me to see everything what I am facing. That's what faith is. It is something that I'm really going in. It's like I'm gotta prepare myself for this operation. It's like an operation, guys. You gotta just prepare yourself. Okay, you know you know what's happening, and you know what's going on, but you're hoping that you make it out alive. You're hoping that the doctor, you put in your trust in this doctor, and you're hoping that this doctor know what they're doing. So that's just like faith. Like, I'm going into a procedure, and I'm just have to trust God that He's going to send the right person, He's going to send the right tools, and He's going to send the right care that I need. So even after, when I recover, I must understand that, Lord, I trust you. That whatever you developing, whatever you are mixing up, I must understand, and I must have my faith that the nutrient that you're going to provide is going to be a nourishment for me. That in the area where I need faith, and I'm speaking to anyone that's standing in faith or that need faith, I want you to understand this. Understand that God is working in the ingredients, and He's the one that can plan out the formula. And only way He could plan out that formula is us confessing out our mouth while we're standing that, Lord Father God, this is where I'm at, but I know I'm going to stand with you. There's some things that's sitting with me, Lord Father God, that even though I don't hear you, I understand that you are moving on my behalf. I know that while I'm going through this season, I know that, Lord Father God, you are pushing. You are pushing me. You are pushing me. And you know when you on that push, you know when you on that urge, you know when it just seems like the weight is just so, it's just pressuring you, pressuring you, pressuring you, pressuring you. Don't allow the weight to toss you out of your position. Don't allow the frustration. Don't allow the stress. Don't allow the naysayer. And don't even allow past experience. You hear me? Don't even allow past experience or no one take you out of your position. Have your faith. Have your faith in God. Pray for them. Love your enemy. Bless them that curse you, that despitefully use you and prosecute you. Learn to turn the cheek. Learn not to use your mouth as a weapon, but let the meditation of my heart be acceptable in the sight of you, O Lord Father God, because you are my strength. You are my redeemer. You got to declare the word over your situation. That's how you nourish. That's how you nourish faith while you waiting. You got to convince yourself even harder. You got to do your due diligence even harder. You got to stand humble in your position. You don't let nothing knock you out of your position. You don't let mistakes knock you out of position. You don't let what the world was happening right now knock you out of position. And you sure don't let temptation come in and steal and rob your joy. Because you have to understand that the power and authority where you as a human being have the right to be at, to stand on, and to know that everything that you do, you're doing it by the God of grace. You're doing it with the Lord. You're doing it with God. And you're doing it and you're serving it from the mightiness from God. It goes all to God. So God can what? Give back to you. So any areas that are great, you got to know trials and tribulations are there to test your faith. The faith is the test, and the test your patience. And the stability is the stability, your stability in your position. Now, remember when I told y'all about go back and get your paper and pen? That I want us to break down faith, right? And the first letter, F, the fluency, developing consistency in how I respond while I wait. That is extremely important. Developing consistency. I want you to be consistent in your life and how you show up and how you are responding to any situation that may cause a stress, any situation that may try to cause you insecurity, or any situation that just triggers you. Develop a consistency on how you respond. And I want you to 1, 2, 3, release it. Lord, I'm letting you know this is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling this insecurity right now. I'm feeling ashamed right now. I'm feeling mad. I'm feeling angry right now. And I just know that while I'm waiting on you and I'm going to put my faith in you, I want to develop a plan that I'm going to be consistent, that I am going to come to you in faith, that you will help me to respond in a way that is with grace and seasoned with salt. Next, A, acknowledgement. Recognizing where I am without resisting where God has me. And I know many times that's hard for me because it's hard to believe that you are in a situation, you are not, it seems like nothing is happening, and it's like, Lord, I know if I could just I could just go to this lane. I could just merge real quickly, and I know I can make things happen. But we gotta understand that it is through the recognition that while you in your position right now, you are in that position for a reason. And while you standing in your faith, you're gonna realize that God way is the true way, only way, and new way that you will get to the next level in your life. You don't have no idea what God have installed in our life. You don't have no idea the places and things, where to go, what you eat, people, connection. We just can't even think that big. That's why it's so important to stay in your position with God. Next one, implementing. What I feed my faith during the wait will determine what grows. Remember I say you would know them by their fruit. What I feed, what I put in, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I believe you. Though at time it may be weary, but I know it's working all for my good. Though I may not know, but I know, Lord, you show up just in time. Lord, you know what? I'm going to praise you, Lord, Father God, just for the simple things in my life. For the simple things, I'm going to praise you. implementing. T, trusting. Believing God is active even when the process feels silent. Believing God is active even when the process is feeling silent. Just like I said, God is working even when nothing is moving. God's ways is not our ways. He don't think like us. He don't act like us. And then most importantly, the only thing, in true honesty, we can't control the timing of anything. He controls when it needs to be released to us. So we must understand that we must believe him in the process wherever we at, guys. And H, everyone, honor. Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Honor God first always. But no, honor, remaining humble and faithful to God, even when the promise hasn't arrived. And oh my God, it make me get teary eyed because everything around me seems like so chaotic. It's heavy, but still in awe. I find joy. I'm at peace, and I really want everyone to be at peace where they at, and to know that, like in Daniel 10:12, when God said, I come for the word. And I'm just here to tell you that God is coming for the word. And just be obedient, and just trust trust the process. Trust the process, that everything is working for the good. Everything is working for the good. Nothing is being done in our life that is going to be out of order. Actually, God is actually putting things in order, because God knows that the position that you are in, it is extremely important. It is extremely necessary, and it's going to be extremely helpful to take you to the next level. And sometimes we got to understand that we don't know every disconnection inside of us, and to know that we have a remarkable God that loves us better than anyone in this whole entirety world, to know that he chasing after us. He chasing after you. That means there is something that is in you while you in position. And I'm only here to tell you what the Spirit speak. The weight. Don't allow that weight to toss you out of your position. Don't allow the storm to keep pushing you further, 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 further away, further away. Because the longer we stay away from God, the longer it's going to be hard to come back to him. And you must understand that living a life without God is extremely necessary. It is an essential, it's a necessity that I can't live without. I can't live without him. Like I look to having that relationship with him, knowing that he's the one that give the full completeness and the full governance that I need. It's like he's my whole shield. He's my whole armor. Like he gets me prepared for what I may face. And it's just not people, and it's just not my children, and it's just not relationship, but just me facing me. And there are times when you by yourself, you have things that remind you all of your mistakes that you have done, or you could be sitting in your situation and just remind you that, oh, things just can't get better. I just want you to know that don't allow the weight to toss you out of your position. I want you to know that God means well in everything that he do, and that so long as we release it and look up and follows the faith, what I just given you, that we will have more insight and more light through our path, and that by being obedient to something that we don't know, We don't know, but we're just showing up, and we're showing up for Him. That's what matters the most. Until next time, guys.